The creature depicted here is what we call a wage slave. Look at his dumb face, working hard as hell so shareholders like me can get our dividends and buybacks. He might get lucky and get a 25-cent raise this year, or he might get laid off. For real, I don't want to be like this guy. But one way or another, we still need to get that money. So to stuff my pockets without having to shovel rocks or fry burgers for my corporate overlords, I invented the Freeloader Challenge. Yours truly is freeloading and side hustling his way to a real estate investment so that I myself can become a landlord and leech off Ricky McWageslave's labor. And with the housing market's foundations already starting to erode, this goal might actually be achievable. If you guys want to join me on this adventure to undermine the class system, I invite you to join our free Discord where we have a channel dedicated to freeloading techniques. In the challenge so far, I was at about $4,900. In this episode, I'll show you how I added to my stash $250 in PayPal payouts, $500 in Visa gift cards, a 5-piece men's skincare bundle, $150 in Amazon gift cards, $12 in shitcoins, $148 in Bitcoin, and $126 in cold hard cash. This totals $1,186. In this episode, I'm going to focus on the 3 activities that printed the most money at no risk to me. Those are promotion churning, focus groups, and dumpster diving for scrap metal. Let's start with promo churning. I'd first like to congratulate Vidi Vici Veni for winning the Freecash tournament for Kamikaze Cash affiliates. He earned $1,037 during the competition, giving him the first place prize for an additional $1,600, for a total of $2,637. That's the most money freeloaded in any one event so far, so congratulations to the Romans. Freecash is a get-paid-to site where you get kickbacks for participating in a game or an app's promotion. For example, you see YouTube ads all the time for Raid Shadow Legends. Influencers want you to sign up with their referral link so they can get paid and you get nothing. But if you sign up through Freecash, you get paid real money. Personally, I earned $148 on Freecash during the tournament, and elected to receive the payouts in Bitcoin. I considered PayPal, but I have to stick to my plan of amassing Bitcoin in the bear market. Most of the earnings came from Raid Shadow Legends. By opening 2 sacred shards within 30 days, I received $125. But all I did was pay $30 to get sacred shards with some pay-to-win value pack. In other words, I cheated for a $95 profit, and I encourage others to do so as well. Or if you really want the full value, play through the game normally and get your full $125 reward. The rest of the money came from smaller paying apps or games in which I didn't spend any money. If you already play mobile games or you use finance apps or just want some side money, I very strongly recommend joining Freecash. It's totally free unless you want to buy more money like I did with Raid. Using my referral will start you off with a bonus box worth up to $250, and I'll link a video with a larger overview of the site. And of course, we talk about the best Freecash offers all the time on Discord, so come hang out and maximize your freeloading. Next, let's check out the focus groups bucket. This is probably the easiest way to score an extra few $100s a month. You just sign up to a focus group website of your choice, I prefer UserInterviews, and you apply to studies. Companies pay you for your time, giving them feedback or advice on a product or service that they're working on. Typically, you get either a Visa or Amazon gift card, but some pay you through PayPal. The rewards are pretty high, with $100 for an hour interview being the prevailing rate. I did a whole bunch of focus groups this month, 6 of them to be exact. 4 were through UserInterviews.com and were related to either finance or gaming. 3 of them were pretty benign game developers looking for feedback, but 1 was with a Chinese company that spent a lot of time asking about the perception of Chinese gamers abroad. I'm a former counterintelligence agent, and I'm pretty sure she was gathering atmospherics for the Chinese Communist Party to determine if the Chinese could run intelligence operations through mobile gaming. I didn't actually want to help the Chinese, so I made a bunch of shit up to provide disinformation. I still got paid. Among the others, one was through John Nimble, who recruited me into a previous study and called me back for this one about mobile gaming. There seem to be a lot of mobile gaming studies right now. One of the people in that study actually recognized me from YouTube. I've been waiting for that to happen one day. And the last focus group was through a site called HiveMind. It's similar to UserInterviews, but between the two, I still like UserInterviews better. This one was about dental insurance. In total, this worked out to $850 for about 8 hours of interviewing and another hour or so spent signing up. So right on track with about $100 an hour, and I'm obviously very happy with the results. I can't recommend strongly enough that everyone start doing focus groups. Where else are you going to get $100 an hour to sit and talk to someone? Unless you're a Twitch streamer in a bikini, you're not going to get that kind of reward anywhere else. There are dozens of focus group recruiting sites if you just Google them, but again, I prefer UserInterviews.com. My referral in the description will give you an extra $30 bonus after your first focus group. And I'd also like to congratulate Big Papa Lasagna for breaking $1,000 on focus groups. He's flexing on Discord every day, great guy to take advice from. Consult him on Discord and he will get you hooked up with a litany of focus group websites for rapid recruitment. And the last big one, let's talk about dumpster diving. Coincidentally, I started dumpster diving at the same time the bear market hit, and I made an entire video on my first experience that I'll link here. Basically, I determined that you won't make or save money diving through commercial trash cans for food, but you can make money diving for metal. Over the past month, I made 3 trips to a scrapyard to turn in recyclable metal. Copper, brass, and aluminum are the only things really worth scrapping. Steel is like 4 cents a pound, so even if you're moving 300 pounds of rebar, it's like 12 bucks. But copper and aluminum are worth it, and between my 3 trips, I earned about $126 in cash. I recommend finding a scrapyard near you. That way, if you have access to metal for any reason, you can turn it into money. However, this does take a lot of effort, and you risk getting yourself cut up. Definitely wear gloves, and don't expect to make more than $15 an hour for your effort. That's better than minimum wage, but a 1-hour focus group earned me as much as 8 hours of dumpster diving, so I only recommend this if you already have easy access to materials. There were a few other interesting freeloader activities that were worth their weight. The survey site Expert Cafe paid more than any other survey site, like $30 for a 10-minute survey, but surveys only come up once in a while, and you have to cash out in $100 chunks, so that's what I earned from them. I also finished my evaluation of a sports betting arbitrage app and made about $87. Keep an eye out for a video about this because there's definitely passive income to be made here. This is likely to become a much more important part of my freeloader stash in the future. Total for this episode, about $1,000 in regular money and $180 in crypto. The Bitcoin will stay in my wallet, and all this cash is going to get dumped into these sports betting apps so I can arbitrage it for more risk-free income. If you're an impatient person, I'll tell you now that the website that facilitates this is called OddsJam. My referral with a free trial is in the description, but I do recommend waiting until I can produce some content on how to use this service, and it'll save you a lot of headache. My totals for this episode bring me to a little over $6,000 across a bunch of cash, crypto, and sports betting accounts. I've still got a long way to go to freeloading a house, but things are moving. I'd also like to point out that in 8 months, I've earned enough money to max out a Roth IRA, so if you're broke as shit, consider freeloading to make deposits into your retirement accounts. I joke about all this being a way to undermine the class system, but in reality, this is a really good way to get some extra cash, especially if you're already in a tight spot and you don't have a lot of money left to pay down debt, or if you're a college student and you just don't have any money coming in. All of these methods can make a world of difference if you continue doing them over time, using the money to pay down your debt or making investments with it. I hope this has all been useful to you. See you all on Discord, and happy freeloading.